So guys, Canada has just announced sweeping changes to its open work permit program. This definitely is going to impact family members, international students, foreign workers inside Canada and outside Canada. So if you are planning to come to Canada in the future, or even if you are already inside Canada, then this particular video will be very important for you. Please be sure to watch the video till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. So if you have to get in touch with us, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we move ahead, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with the friends if you like it, because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are interested in moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, we are talking about the important sweeping announcement that was made by IRCC, which is the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, today on January the 14th. And this is talking about the changes in the open work permits, especially for family members of international students and foreign workers. And this will impact both people who are already inside Canada and people who are outside Canada planning to come to Canada very, very soon. Now, the announcement that was made today says that family members of foreign workers and family members of international students, so basically spouses or common law partners, who will be applying for an open work permit based off their international student spouses or foreign workers, will be impacted by the following changes. Now, first let's talk about the international students. Now, open work permits will now be limited only for those spouses whose spouses in Canada are international students pursuing master's program that are 16 months or longer, are either doing doctoral programs or select professional and eligible programs. There is a hyperlink and the details of that particular the select professional programs will be announced on January the 21st of 2025. Now, when it comes to family members who will be applying for open work permits for temporary foreign workers, now only if the principal applicant, which means the main principal applicant, is working in tier 0 or 1 occupations, which is usually managerial or higher managerial, or selected tier 2 and 3 occupations which are linked to the labor shortages announced by the government. Now, the government has given specific the list as of today, but the list will be updated on January 21st. So far, the occupations in natural and applied sciences, construction, healthcare, natural resources, education, sports and military sectors are a part of this, but the full list will be announced very shortly in on January 21st, 2025. If your spouse, the principal applicant, is in one of these NOC codes or related to that particular labor shortage priority sector, and the principal applicant has at least 16 months of valid work permit left when the spouse is applying for an open work permit, only in these two particular situations will the spouse get an open work permit. Not to forget, flag polling is already shut down for all work permits and study permits, so those changes will still hold true. This is just about the eligibility sector. Dependent children of foreign workers will not be allowed to apply for open work permits any longer. These changes were introduced, or rather dependent children were around during COVID-19, so those special measures were introduced, but now as of today the measures have been announced shut down effective January the 21st, 2025. Apart from this, just a quick note, open work permits which were previously already approved, which have not yet expired, will continue to be in force. So if you already have an open work permit, if you are a family member of a principal applicant, then you will still hold that open work permit existing. That will be good. Now, another thing to note is that if in situations where students need more time to complete their existing education, or if the family members received shorter work permits due to than the principal applicant, for inside Canada family members only, nobody else, inside Canada family members can still apply for an extension as long as they are still applying to extend their work permit under the existing conditions of their work permit, and also that the renewal requested renewal duration matches the existing permit of the student or the work permit of the principal applicant. So only for those guys the existing current situations are allowed. Otherwise, for everybody else, this particular program is shut down and is limited to the people as I mentioned previously. Apart from this, spouses of free trade agreements and permanent resident applicants will still continue to be able to apply or to be eligible to apply for an open work permit. So that remains as is. So just to summarize the changes, family members of international students and open work permit holders, so spouses of international students and foreign workers in Canada are going to be impacted. Family members of international students, only masters, doctoral programs and special treatments, special education, professional educations. And for foreign workers, if you are working in tier 0, 1, 2 and 3 only for specific labor shortage marked sectors. Also, the principal applicant must have 16 months of valid work permit left. These are two clear, stark changes that have been announced. Well, guys, I'm not so surprised with this particular change coming in because the immigration minister had, announced this particular change back in September, and in that particular situation, he had said that he will be limiting these things or these open work permits only to C-level executives and specialty, occupation holders. I'm glad to have seen zeros and ones and a couple of twos and threes as well, tier codes, because earlier I was expecting it could have been even worse. But still, this is a bit of a relief for people who are trying to apply. At least people in IT, people in supervisory roles, people in managerial roles will be able to do this. But yes, please remember tier 0 and 1 only. Guys, I hope the information today was helpful. I know it's not a pleasant sight, but IRCC is trying to control its border entries. They've already tightened all the strict measures, and this particular measure is also to strengthen the border security of Canada. More changes are expected in this year as well, so this is not going to be a pleasant year for people who are planning at large for Canada, but this is a phase where you have to be strategically correct in terms of planning your trip to Canada. Guys, I hope the video was helpful. And if you have anything else to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule an appointment and we would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.